All right. So from that, of course, quite a bit of jubilation. We've seen congratulatory messages already in from the Council of Governors, also from the Cabinet Secretary, Ambassador Monica Juma, saying kudos to Team Kenya, deep gratitude to friends. She says, as promised, we will serve the entire United Nations family. And she says, of course, it proves our ability to contribute to international peace and security. So let's get more now from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and speak to the Principal Secretary, that's Ambassador Kamau. Ambassador, good evening, and thank you for speaking with me here tonight. And congratulations to you and the entire team at the Foreign Affairs Ministry, and indeed to the executive as a whole on this win. Tell us what this means and the significance of it, and what perhaps Kenya intends to do with this position for the next 2 years.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me, Yvonne. It's good to see you. This is a historical moment for our country. In a very important kind of way, we've come of age again. We've been here before as a young republic that was challenged in very special ways to join the Security Council and did a remarkable job. And then we went back again. And here we are for the third time, but at a very different time, in a time where Kenya is capable to project itself as a functional republic that has institutions, that has an admired constitution, that has everything that constitutes a real country. We are very proud to be having achieved this particular success today.
Yeah, indeed. And you mentioned quite a bit of a long road to where we are now, having secured the seat. So, how does Kenya intend to play its role at the UN Security Council as a non-permanent member? What are some of the things we're likely to see? Kenyans are asking, all right, this is a recognition of Kenya's role on the international scene. So what do we do with this position now? We've heard the CS saying, we're going to use this for regional interests, also self-interest. I mean, this definitely puts Kenya on the map. But what are we going to do with this?
We are going to seize the opportunity to become a singularly important player in global leadership and global politics, trying to ensure that we play our rightful role in promoting what is good and true for our continent. You should not forget that we are here for Africa. We are not here for Kenya. We are one of the 3 countries that are going to be in the Security Council that have been given this onerous responsibility to take charge of issues for Africa within the Security Council, where 70% of the agenda issues on the Council are related to Africa. Our own Cabinet Secretary, who just left a few minutes before you put in this call, so she wasn't able to be here, has herself said that we are here to represent the continent. We are here to manifest our responsibility for Africa. And our own president said that not only are we a safe pair of hands, a country that really understands its responsibilities to humanity, its responsibility to peace and development, its responsibility to all the issues around sustainable development, but we are also a country that has been endorsed by the continent. We have been given this responsibility and asked to go out there and serve by the African Union. And so for Kenya, this is a historical challenge, and we intend to seize it. We intend to represent the continent, and we intend to do Kenya and the African people proud.
All right, Ambassador, my final question, you've talked about this, on a diplomatic level and on the international scene, and of course representing the continent in New York. But I have a question here from someone who says, what does this mean for me, Wanjiku? It's a great moment. I'm feeling patriotic. Kenya has done something great. But what would you say would be the significance of this to the everyday Kenyan who's saying, all right, this is great, but what does this mean for me?
For us, for me as a Kenyan, for anybody who's out there as a Kenyan, this should be a moment of recognizing that we are recognized as a nation that has come into its own, a nation that can be held responsible for decisions that will affect the lives of millions of people around the world. If you become an adult, if you're a parent, the significance of it comes out of the responsibilities that come with parenting, that comes with having responsibilities that come with being an adult. We are a nation that is coming of age in very special ways under the leadership that we have today, a nation that is recognized for what it is, and any Kenyan who has been part of this great historical moment, any Kenyan who has been part of creating our history, who has been part of creating our new government, our new governance system, should feel very proud that we have been given this recognition by the world. And so I think for anybody out there who is Kenyan, they should know that we will be now on the spotlight, that our actions and our leadership will be on show in the world. And we will do everybody proud, and Kenyans will always be able to hold themselves high and with their head high, that they themselves are part of the system that makes decisions in our world. This is crucially important for our country.
Indeed, and thank you very much for making the time to speak with us here, Ambassador Kamau. We wish you all the best in this over the next 2 years, and I'm sure we and the whole continent will no doubt be watching our tenor there. So let me read to you some more congratulatory messages that are coming in. Senate Speaker Ken Lusaka says, congratulations for Kenya securing the non-permanent seat. I already told you what the Cabinet Secretary in Foreign Affairs said, and I want to finish with this one from the President Uhuru Kenyatta, welcoming Kenya's resounding victory in today's second round of voting in the elections for that non-permanent seat. And he terms Kenya's win as a demonstration of the country's growing profile and influence in the community of nations as a steadfast and dependable development partner. And he thanked Kenya's competitor in the election, that's the Republic of Djibouti, for being a worthwhile opponent. And he also said Kenya will endeavor to consolidate and voice Africa's position in the Security Council and to advance its 10-point agenda as outlined during the campaign period for this seat. Thank you to Ambassador Kamau for speaking with us.